Oh, I'm feeling good. Weighed in, on weight, feeling good, rehydrating my body back up, and yeah, I feel ready for tomorrow. Game plan, just stick to the same game plan the same formula I've been using. Just stay patient, pick my shots, and don't overwhelm myself, and just stay patient. That's my formula, that I use for every fight, and it's worked out so far. Once we got the call, we kind of switched it around. I was planning to stick to maybe a close fight, with Virgil and start, one of those stick and move type fights. And once we got the switch for Nick, so we're gonna stay on the outside, pick our shots, in and out movement, So that's that's the game plan for this fight. Every time I fight, I try to put on the most exciting show, and it's not so much that I try to put it on; it's just my style. So everybody can expect a real exciting main event for tomorrow.
I just want to go out there and press the pace and dictate what happens in the fight, not wait for him to come to me. I want to go out and take the fight to him and be the aggressor, and I think that's going to be my key to get the win. I only got to see his most recent fight, which he was fighting a very high-caliber grappler, so it's hard to get a lot out of that because he's got to respect that ground game so much. But it looks like he hits hard. He's got heavy hands. I think he would prefer to stand and strike. I think he knows I'm strongest on the ground, so his better bet is to keep it standing with me. I think I expect him to come out swinging heavy, and that's going to make for a good action fight. I think having that hard-fought loss in the last fight, on the one hand, it was a good learning experience for me, a good gut check for me, and it gave me some things to build on and show me where I need to improve. But it also was really nice in that I think it brought people's expectations down to reality. And before the fight, I was getting questions about when do you think you're going to fight for a title and all of that kind of stuff. And I think people had a tendency to overlook my inexperience in the sport. The fact that I only had 2 fights going into that just because of the last name, and they're so used to seeing couture and title fights and big marquee fights. I think that kind of reminded people that I'm still learning, I'm still new at this, and I think I have a lot of potential, but I still have yet to realize.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to get down.
What can the fans expect?
They can expect 2 big heavyweights trying to knock each other out quick. I'm not trying to be in there all day. I want to get in and push the pace and get in his face and make it happen. My footwork, I have longer reach than him, and I think I move a little bit better. I'm faster, so I'm going to try to stay away and just pick him apart. He fights flat-footed. He's not afraid to bang, so I think he's going to be a sitting target.
So fans can expect a pretty exciting fight?
They can expect me to knock him out in the first. That's what they can expect.